What's up, Reef Fanatics? As you may know, I released the Drifter, a 3D printed floating fish food feeder for your aquarium. Now we're going to talk about this more later on in the episode because today I wanted to share with you the 125-gallon reef tank. Show you a little bit of what's going on in the tank and kind of like an update, its current state of what it looks like now headed into the holidays. Here is the tank currently. And I just picked up some lyre-tail anthias, and these guys are amazing. I had to get some more to go with this guy right here, but look how much bigger this guy is compared to the new tank mates. So as of filming this right now, there are 4 total, 3 new little guys. So 1, 2, 3, this guy's over here, and then the big guy, so 4 total. Still got the yellow tang, doing just fine with the Fiji fox face. He's pretty awesome. But I wanted to share with you guys some coral pickups. So we have this torch coral that we picked up out of Reefapalooza, and then I happened to get a Holy Grail torch. This guy is beautiful. Don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but just the green and like yellowish with the pink, purple, light purple tips, just incredible. And then right next to that, of course, we got the hammer corals growing out here. We have this guy here, and then we have some golden hammers right here, and then another hammered. We have a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different hammers, 2 different torch corals. We still have that scully coral from a year and a half ago, 2 years now, from Reefapalooza. Here's that pulsing Singularia that we picked up at Reefapalooza, New York. Polyps are still coming out, so we'll come back to him. But look at how majestic and how huge this Japanese blue toadstool is. Now, we got this a few years ago from Odd Animal Corals, who sadly is not around anymore. But this coral, when we first got it, was like that big. I'll show a picture of when we first got it, or video when we first got it, compare it to this guy. And this guy is just loving the tank, and the flow that you get from him, just sitting back and watching this section of the tank, is just awesome with the anemones back there. Now, some of them have been moving around. For the most part, they love this side of the tank. That's where they stay, but they kind of make a path. Every once in a while, you get one down here, and they'll come across. There's one hiding back there, but they do move around on you, depending on what your water flow looks like and how they like the spot in your tank. So if you have a bubble tip anemone, I made a video sharing 5 tips on how you can be successful with anemone. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check out that video. I will link that up in the description below. But they move a little bit on me, so much so that I caught one right here. So this guy is hanging out in the Printed Reef anemone box, and you can get those printedreef.com. You can get all of that at printedreef.com, and you can use the discount code the Coral Reef Talk to get like a nori feeder. That's what this is right here. That's how I feed the tang. He loves it. It holds your nori sheets. The reason why I have this guy in the box right now is I'm actually going to be donating this green bubble tip anemone to a friend who is looking for a little bit larger anemone. He's had some issues in his tank, so we're waiting for those to subside, him to get some control over like the phosphates and nitrates and everything in his tank, different parameters. And once he does, this one is waiting for him. We got this cabbage leather that's been growing really well right here in this area. Let me know your thoughts about this coral. What do you think about it? Would you have it in your tank? Do you have a soft coral tank? What do you think about this one? But beyond that coral, you can see in the back green star polyps. This is great beginner coral to have. You can see the green star polyps have taken off. There was a time that I was battling cyano, green hair algae, just a whole bunch of stuff, and it kind of knocked some of that back a little bit, because if it's growing on top of your coral, suffocating the coral. The coral's not liking it, but they are out in full and they are very happy. And you can see right back there how they are growing over and beyond. But you can see that piece kind of hanging off right there. I'm probably going to trim that piece off and put it into one of the 10-gallon tanks, because we've been waiting for it to kind of overgrow the rock a little bit. So it's just an easy cut. You can snip that right off. And look at that algae blenny. Lawnmower blenny just sitting right on the Hygger pump. Right in the wave. Now, back in July, I released the Drifter, the 3D printed floating fish feeder for your aquarium, and this feeds frozen food very easily to your aquarium. And it works by using your tank's water flow to drift around the aquarium, broadcast feeding your entire tank. So it brings the food to your fish right where they're at. Now, if you're seeing this video before the holidays, the Black Friday sale is coming up, and it has one of the biggest discounts that we've ever put on the Drifter. So you can save 20% on Black Friday off of your Drifter. And if you want to check out the Drifter and learn more about it, you can head on over to thecoralreeftalk.com. I'll leave the link in the description below for you to check out the Drifter and pick up one today. Don't let this deal pass you by. If you feed frozen food to your aquarium, then you want to have a Drifter. It makes it easy and convenient for you to feed your tank. If you spend a lot of time defrosting your food, or maybe while defrosting your food you forget that you left the entire package of frozen food out and it just sat there defrosted and you had to throw it away, that will not happen again with the Drifter. Simply take your cube, drop it into the Drifter, and let it drift around your aquarium, and the Drifter does the rest. A lot of things are happening around the Drifter. New sizes are going to be available soon, as well as new and different colors for the Drifter. So go ahead and bookmark thecoralreeftalk.com and make sure you visit that and stay up to date with the new colors and the new sizes coming out soon. And then I picked up this acan frag right here, and these guys are beautiful. An awesome green color to them. Acans come in a variety of different colors. You know, micromusas, blasto corals come in a lot of different colors, so I may be adding some blastos to the tank soon. Now this mushroom coral here, let's see how it shows up on the camera. It's kind of red and like a greenish yellow in the middle. Not sure the name of this mushroom coral, but it does have multi-colors in it, and they are growing and walking and dropping different mushrooms everywhere. So that's going to be awesome. Once I get them kind of maybe secured to this area right here, I think I'm going to, like, here's some more over here that I'm probably just going to move them over. But this is like the mother. This is the biggest one. But we got some grand polys. This is some rocks that I got from Levi a while ago, and I'm not a huge fan of that coral right here just because of the toxicity of it. The grand pally, not my favorite color. Let me know in the comments if you like that Palithoa or not. But yeah, it's starting to grow and come back, so I got to be very careful. Try not to make it mad when I'm doing stuff in the tank. But now in comparison, we have the Japanese blue toadstool, and then if we come all the way over here, we used to have a thriving green toadstool, and right now it looks like he's getting beat up by that anemone, so I may have to get in there and pull him out. So this is the piece that I got up in New York. This is a pulsing Sinularia, and it pulses really, really slow. You can see how tiny the polyps are, but it's kind of like a pulsing Xenia in the fact that it opens and closes, but they open and close very, very slowly. And they're probably still opening up right now. So what's my goal with my aquarium? Now, I want to have a really good mixed reef aquarium. I want some soft corals, some LPS corals, and a mix of SPS corals. I've always liked the movement and the motion that you get from like a toadstool leather coral, that you get from the Euphyllia corals, like your frog spawn, hammer corals, torch corals. I love more movement in the aquarium. Now there is a variety of different corals in here, mostly soft corals and a mixture of LPS corals. I would like to add some SPS corals to the mix in the future, but I've been trying to add more fish to the tank, as well as, if you've been watching the channel lately, you've noticed that I've visited a couple coral farms, Putang Reef and Blue Reef Haven, and I'm seeing how they're operating their tanks and what their filtration looks like, and adopting some of those practices on this tank to get the water parameters a little more balanced, a little more stable, and get things running a lot smoother in the 125. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click or tap the screen to watch the next video here. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and picking up a drifter. The support means a lot, and I will see you in the next one.